Here we go. Climate change is probably the world's largest and most urgent environmental issue, and something that will affect all of us. Climate change worldwide has already had devastating effects on the world's wildlife. In the Arctic, polar bears are threatened with extinction as they can't live in a melting home. Put simply, as their habitat melts, they're having to swim longer and longer distances just to find their food. Here in New Zealand, our wildlife is affected by climate change too. The ancient Tuatara, a reptile that's been around since dinosaurs walked the earth, could go extinct as a result of climate change, but for a very specific reason. Tuatara eggs hatch as either males or females based on the temperature of the soil the eggs are buried in. Warmer temperatures produce males and cooler temperatures produce females. A 1 degree rise is all it would take for the eggs to hatch as males, and with no females, the Tuatara would go extinct. Okay, Alyssa, who's your little friend you've got there?
This is Enzo. He's one of our wee 8-year-old Tuataras that was born here at the park.
He is fantastic. So, as the temperature increases, what does this mean for Tuatara?
The biggest issue the Tuatara are facing is that they lay eggs, and the eggs are incubated via soil temperature. If it reaches over 22 degrees, you're going to get an all-male egg clutch. And if it's under 21, it'll be all females, which will really skew our wild population.
What are some of the ways that keepers and scientists can work to combat the negative effects of climate change?
The best thing to do would be harvesting wild eggs and then artificially incubating them, which means we can control the temperatures, and it means then we can get the sex ratio that we need to create to sustain the wild populations.
How long can Tuatara live, do you know?
Well, we say 100, but I know we have a Tuatara that's over 100 in captivity in the South Island, so we say 100, but probably more.
We just haven't lived long enough to find out yet.
Yeah, we're still waiting.
If people at home want to do something to look after Tuatara, what are some of the things that they could do?
Well, because climate change is a very serious issue facing these guys, anything you can do to reduce your carbon footprint is going to be really, really helpful long term for these guys. Even protecting their own reptiles in your own garden, providing little shelters for them to hide in, it means you're helping sustain our entire reptile collection in New Zealand. These guys are a living fossil, so they're one of our last remaining links to dinosaurs. So for our prehistory, they're something that's really, really important for us to have around, and it would be a huge shame to lose them.
Learn as much as you can about your carbon footprint and tell us what you're doing to reduce it. For example, can you bike to school instead of getting mum to take you in the car? Email us and we'll put you in the draw to win this week's Enviro Prize.